Hello, let's do a bunch of daily word games. So Judah here has been asking me to do a 4-word start for a while now, and I'm going to let you guys know that I don't like 4-word starts. I understand that they have really good coverage of the letters, but they don't let you play the game. You type them in and either the answer is obvious or you lose. And most of the time the answer is obvious, and then you move on. And you can't do better than getting it in 5. But I am going to do this just for you, Judah. But please don't make it a trend of suggesting a lot of words. I think 2 is fine. 3 is pushing it. 4, 5, that's just no good. I'm probably not going to pick it. But Judah has been very persistent. And so this will be the one and probably only time I'll be doing this. So we're going to start with maple, third, snowy, and quick. And this is sunny. And this is swear. All right, sunny and swear. Hope you enjoyed that, Judah. I am going to do sunny and swear for the Quordle. Let's see. That's actually really close here. Where does the other N go, though? Is it something like Nancy? No, it's not. Oh, that's interesting. So we have a new letter between the N and the Y because it's not A or N. So it's got to be A-N-N something Y. Annoy. There we go. Okay. Bottom right looks like it's aware, but it can't be. So awake maybe. Very nice. And let's see. Top right is... I don't know. Okay, I have plenty of room for a filler, so maybe I should do one. Because I can't think what these would be. We should probably find where the S goes. Maybe I'll do a word that ends in double S or involves a double S in some way. We don't need the Y, so ending in double S seems more likely. Like bliss. Let's try bliss. All right, we did not find the S here, which is interesting. We did find the S here, and there's an L. So it's probably flush. Yes. Now this one has an I and an E, an S and an L. Where's the S go? Maybe it's S... something like S-I-L-E? Or S-I something E-L? Or it could be I-S-E-L. Or I-S-L... No, it can't end in E. Ooh, is it islet? Does that work? I-S... Sorry, I always say islet, but islet. Yeah, that works. Nice. Get that one a lot in these variants. Cool, I enjoyed that solve. I think that went well. Annoy, flush, awake, islet. All right, we ended in islet, so we're going to start the next game with that. The next game being word 500, which we haven't done in a while. So I'm going to start with islet. So we have, and it's they've updated the look, which is pretty cool. I think it looks pretty nice. So there's one yellow in islet. Let's assume it's the E and let's end a word in E. So I can't do mouse. That's the one I really like to end in E with for some reason. How about Drake? Drake seems interesting to me. All right, still one yellow. Now if we assume it's the E, that means we have none of these other letters, and that's getting a little bit, what's the word? A little crowded. But we could try moving the E again. It's just as likely, in fact, it's probably more likely that there's a different yellow in Islet and Drake. But let's put an E in the middle and see what happens, if I can. Also, I know you can hear my heat here. I forgot to turn it off before recording. So here we are. It'll turn off pretty quick. I'm not coming up with a word to put E in the middle. I could do something like penny to put E second, but I don't know about using double letter at the moment. How about something E, though? I just thought of zesty, but it can't be. Penny's the only word I've thought of. I was also thinking about QUE, but I don't think there's any of those left. Not that I see. I could also do a double E, but that feels bad too. Ooh, bench. I found one. Bench. Let's try that. 3 yellows and bench. Wow. So, if there's no E in the word, then we found all of our letters, which isn't that surprising, but they're all out of place. So maybe it's like C-H-I to get the I from islet. So let's get the I from islet. Let's make all these red. Let's get the C and the H. So I need to get, and we're assuming no E. So I would need to get an N or a B and then one of these letters. So China. China works. Ah, I thought that might be the answer, but we're getting close. 1 green, 3 yellow. So let's clear our coloring. You can double click the Word 500 logo to clear the coloring. I do think there's no E. I think we just don't have room for it anymore. What did we place is the question. Maybe the I? I doubt we placed the A if it's not China. Oh, I want to guess niche, but I know it's not. But okay, we have all our letters, so we need to be careful. So that means we got one of the letters wrong, but only one of them wrong. So which one did I get wrong? It could be AI, so something AI. So let's say we got the I right and the A right, and the I was in place and the A wasn't. Let's start there. So there's no SL or T. There's no DR or K. So we have 2 of these letters, the CH or N, and then I need a B. I'd have to use the B because one of CHN's wrong. So, ooh, not at the start though is tough. Especially in this situation. I don't think that's going to happen. So, I think I got NCH correct. That's what I think. And I think one of these vowels is wrong. So, I don't know what got placed, but we did get NCH. I doubt the A got placed still. So let's say the I got placed, and then there's no A. How would we do that? Like, we'd have to move these. Can I end in I? Wait. I have to split up the CH then. Is it possible that the I is yellow and then like I placed the C maybe? But then I can't do CR. Oh, this is tough. Okay, I don't have to mark this green for it to be true. So I need a DR or K. R is the most palatable of those, but at the same time, where do I put it? Like, can I do IRN, so the N's in place, but then I need the C and the H out of place, so it would be HIRNC. That's not a word. Having a B not at the start is very tough, especially with one vowel. Well, I could have 2 vowels if I don't say NCH was correct. Okay, so I could say that A was just yellow here, and we didn't have an I. We don't have an E, and CHN was correct. That's another option. So, oh, and I'm marking those yellow as, let's just mark the I red. How about that? One of these is green. I don't know which. And then we don't have DR or K, so we'd have an SL or T. So SH could work, but then it would be SHACN. That doesn't work. Ooh, I like SH other than the fact that it just doesn't work with the other letters. It could also be TH, but still, like, we end up with this issue of TH. The only letter that could go after TH is the A. And then I still need to put CN, and they're forced. Actually, if the H is in place, then the N and C are yellow, and they can't go here. Oof, okay. So maybe not like that. Could we end in like SH? So like ASH. But then the CH are still in. And they'd have to be swapped. So actually, no, wait, I'd need the N. No, I'd need the N and the C. And the C would have to be in place. So it'd be C-Nash. Oof. Why can't I think of this word? This is taking forever. I should do a test word. I'm gonna assume there's no B. Okay, let's test this. Let's do a BE word with some of these letters that I think aren't in it. Just to confirm our reds. I want all reds. The purpose of this filler is to get all reds. I don't need to use any of the new letters because I'm pretty sure I have them all. So BE, and then what do I think is out? I think we have an A. So if I could do BE, maybe a D and K, I don't know. That's kind of tough, isn't it? I could do BD. Oops, that would be EA. I think there might be an A. If I did belts, it's probably not going to be all red because I think we don't have an I. But it would tell us if it's all red. It would tell us we have to have an I. So that's kind of interesting. I'm going to try it. There's a yellow in belts. Oh, darn. So that could mean that there's a B in the word, or it could mean that there's no I in the word, which I thought there was no I. But it can't be both. I'm tempted to do something like melts to see if it's all red. How many guesses do I want to use on this? This wasn't good enough. I'm going to do melts. There we go. So there is a B. Okay. So there's a B in the word. There's an I in the word. So NCH, one of those is the wrong one here. So there has to be an I and an A. So the A is yellow here. Okay, that was really good. Okay, so we have both of the... This is the situation I thought couldn't happen, so maybe I didn't think hard enough. So one of these is green. I don't know which. And then I have to replace CH or N with B and like scramble it up. B is not first. Abich. What's in place? Okay. Knit. NA? Nacho? No. There's a B. Okay. It could start with C, and then A, and then B. It would be B-I-N, cabin. Oh, that's a word. I stumbled into it. There we go. I like this new reveal. Watch for it. There we go. Oh, nice and quick. Cool. Well, I got it. It was cabin. That was tough. I don't know why it was so hard. Maybe you guys saw it before I did. Let me know. But let's move on to the polygonal. Ooh, okay. This one's interesting. Look at this. 8-letter word. We have this repeating 3 times, and then this also repeats. I like SES here, and then E's here. Is that gonna work? Usually you would want a double S. This could be like an N, I mean. Enses. Offenses. I want to make sure I'm an hexpert. Yes, I am. Appenses, orenses, attenses. No. Could be DED. That seems to work. Ended even. It could end with ended. Oh, this isn't a double letter anyway. Ep. There could be another vowel, but there doesn't seem to need to be. Elsended. Oh, why does this feel so close? Equended. I can't think of it. It doesn't have to be an E. So, but if it wasn't an E, like what if it was an R? And then I put like an E around it. That seems tough, right? No, I don't like it. I like E there, but it means we have to start with E, which is weird. N would work here, but what would we put here? EA? Or, ooh, maybe EASES. And teases and airpieces. I feel like I'm bad at this game. Like I can't think of words. It's so hard. So hard for me at least. Elsenen, elseated. I mean, I could type machined in and just find out if it ends in ED. Yeah, I think it's time. I'm sorry. I thought maybe I could fish this one out, but I'm just not going to. So we're going to do machined, if I can. There we go. What do we get? Okay. So this is an E as I thought, and there's an N, but it's not the repeated letter. Probably near the front. I kind of feel like we're back at square one because we don't know about the R. So I'm going to do it robustly. Whoa, okay. So I'm going to assume that that S goes at the end like that, and that we're enses. And I looked at this, though. But I have far fewer letters to work with. And more confidence that it's this. The N could go elsewhere. There's no L. What else would go here? It's also only E's for vowels. That's good to know. N here, enses. I like the enses ending, but I can't think of the word. I'm not doing another filler. I say that now. 2 new letters. I'm also thinking about whether this can be something other than S. Can't be the N. So it would be a new letter. It's not a D. It just doesn't feel like any other letter would do the job. Maybe W? What does W look like? It really doesn't look good at all. P doesn't look good. Pep? How do you end with pep? Fep? Geg? It is S. It's gotta be. And then ending in enses just makes sense, but we could do epses? Uses? F's? Eggses? X's? No. I like N here. I can't think what two words would go here. Or two letters. F. U. F. What is this word? I'm sorry, this is a long solve. I'm gonna guess offenses. Is that offenses? Offenses. I'm gonna guess offenses just to test that. Just so that I'm not wasting everyone's time. I mean, it is. Now we know there's no F. Why can't I think of this word? It's two different letters. It's not a repeated one, right? No, it's not. Okay. Maybe X. Expenses. Oh my gosh. It's the X. It's always the X. Oof. That's all I'll say about that solve. Oof. Maybe I'll do better on the symbol. Let's start with Blaze. LA in place. Let's try slant. LA is in place, and our third letter. There is another option, which is AL swapped, but let's assume LA is in place, and our third letter is probably an S, because we can do something like clash. Let's try clash. Is it clash? No. At least it let me down easy. All right, so I think these are in place, and we're just something else. Like flask. Please be flask. Yes, okay. Didn't get it in 5. All right, well, that was number 601. It didn't improve the 3s, but it also didn't break the lead on the 5s. So let's continue with the Fusele, and we're going to start with flask. All right, the second letter, this is a symbol-like clue. So the second letter is an F, A, S, or K. I'm going to assume it's A. But I'm actually just going to do the sus. I think this is early enough that that's going to be helpful. All right, so we end in one of these letters. Maybe we're an ER word. So let's try an ER word. Let's put an A here. An AER word, of course. Something like, I don't know, faker. Layer. I'm going to try layer. I think layer would be nice. Oh, okay. Well, I have to repeat a letter. That's not great. Let's do rarer. What is this word though? I guess it could be gayer. What else? That might be it. Can I test the G with a repeated letter? I don't have to hard mode it. Going repeats a letter. All right, it is gayer. All right. Well, that was the daily Fusele. Let's do the daily blind Fusele. And we're going to start with gayer. And one of these will be a lie. I think the E is probably the lie. But this is a Warmel clue again. So we're going to do sus and figure it out. The R was the lie, because otherwise this S would be orange, because R is near S. So with the R being a lie, we know this is an E. We know this letter is near U. We know there's not an R in the word. Oh, no, sorry. No. The R is not necessarily the lie. Because it's yellow, so it's somewhere else in the word. So of course this sus wouldn't pick it up. It probably is here, where we hit orange. And then I'm going to assume we don't have an E. So I'm just going to do RA. And I have to repeat a letter. How am I going to do that? What do I want to put before the R, though? It can't be T. So FR, GR. But how do I repeat a letter? Drama. Let's do drama. That repeats the A. That's pretty nice. Okay, so I was right about this being the R. We didn't place the A. So it's either here or here. Maybe A and AR word. And I think the E ended up being the lie. Or there's a G or a Y in the word, but... Oh, I could have guessed like array to test that, but... Let's assume this E was the lie. Maybe I should test it, though. I can't think of a word like this, though. So... What do I want to do? Oh, array would have been bad because we know this wasn't an R, but anyway. Argon. That works. A is not first, so we have placed the A. It is here. So what goes here? This could be an E. The E could be lying and being yellow. We can't do great, though. What would we end with? That's tough. We don't end with N, we know that. I bet it ends, no, there's no D. I was gonna say I bet it ends in D, and I just can't guess it today, Can't guess it in this guess, but maybe E, maybe a K. Is it break? Very close. So, reek? Yeah, wreck. Reek, wreck. All right. Not too bad. Yeah, the E lying as yellow, that's always throws you off. You assume the lie is when the letter's not in there. Because you assume that in your guess, there's going to be mostly grays. So the chance of hitting a gray is higher, and then the gray is going to turn yellow or green. So that's kind of why I assume the lie is gray, and it almost always is. But in this case, it turned a yellow into a green, which was confusing, and I probably could have considered that in one of these guesses. But at the same time, the form of the guesses didn't really allow me to very easily. So I don't mind the solve at all. That will be the last game of this video of today. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.